19 years ago, a baby was lifted up for a photo by a young Lionel Messi. That baby is now 19 years old. His name is Lamine Yamal. And on Sunday, in front of the entire planet, he tries to take the crown from the man who once held him. Argentina versus Spain. The reigning world champions against the reigning European champions. The greatest player who ever lived, 39 years old. One game from immortality. Against the teenager built to replace him. One World Cup final. Two eras colliding. So before anyone lifts that trophy, let's do the only thing that never lies. Let's settle it by the numbers. Here is why this final is different from any other. Because these are not just two teams. They are two completely different ideas of how you win a World Cup. Argentina is the champion's heart, the survivors, the team that trailed England in the semifinal and still found a way because the greatest player alive refused to let his last tournament end. Spain is the machine. 6 straight wins. The team that strangled France ended Ronaldo's World Cup and barely conceded a goal getting here. One side has the legend, the other has the method. So who actually wins on Sunday? The heart or the machine? Start with Argentina, because they are not favorites by accident. They are the reigning world champions, the team that lifted this exact trophy in 2022, and they arrived here carrying the whole tournament behind one man. Lionel Messi has scored 8 goals in this World Cup. 8! At 39 years old. That makes him the all-time leading scorer in the history of the tournament. 21 goals across 5 World Cups, a record that may never be broken. And it is not just goals. Against England, with the semi-final slipping away, he set up both winners himself. This is a team that knows exactly how to win the biggest game on earth, because 2 years ago, they did it. That is the case for the champions. But now, look at what Spain has done, that nobody else in this tournament could. They have barely been touched. Spain opened with a draw, and then won 6 straight. Austria, then Portugal, sending Cristiano Ronaldo home, then Belgium, then France, the pre-tournament favorites, taken apart 2-0, and they have conceded almost nothing along the way. This is the most complete team in the world. European champions already, and the youngest superstar in the sport is the one pulling the strings. Lamine Yamal is 19 years old, and he plays like the final already belongs to him. Argentina has the man who defined the last 20 years. Spain has the boy who might define the next 20. That is the case for the future. And here is what makes Sunday almost unbearable. Because both of these teams are playing for something far bigger than a trophy. For Argentina, this is the end of the story. Messi has said it. This is his last World Cup. Win it, and he walks away having done everything a footballer can possibly do. Twice! For Spain, this is the beginning of 1. A European crown already in the cabinet, a second World Cup in reach, and a 19-year-old about to be handed the entire sport. One team is trying to close a legend. The other is trying to open a dynasty. And only one of them gets to lift it. But be careful before you crown anyone on paper. Because a final is not won by resumes. Titles do not defend, records do not tackle, and history does not score in the 89th minute. Argentina can have the greatest player who ever lived, and still lose if 11 Spaniards keep the ball for 90 minutes. Spain can be the better team all tournament, and still lose, because Messi needs only one moment, and he has spent his entire life producing it on exactly this stage. Everything we are about to count resets to 0 at kickoff, so the real question is not who has the better past. It is who writes the better ending. So make the case for Spain. Their believers will tell you, stop worshiping one man. Football is 11 against 11, and Spain is simply the better 11. They control the ball. They choke the game. They do not need a miracle, because they never let you close enough to need one. They ended Ronaldo. They ended France. They have the best young player on the planet and a whole generation right behind him. Messi is magic, they will admit, but magic runs out. Systems do not. Give Spain the ball, and they will pass Argentina into the ground and lift the cup the way they lift everything. Together, that is the case for the machine. Now make the case for Argentina. Their believers will laugh at the debate. Because one player in this final has already won a World Cup, already broken the scoring record, and already proven twice in this tournament that he decides the biggest games by himself. Spain has never faced anything like a Messi final. 8 goals, 12 all-time assists, and a nation that believes destiny owes him one last night. Systems are wonderful, they will say, right up until Messi finds 1 yard of space. Argentina does not need to be the better team for 90 minutes. They just need to be the better team for one single moment. That is the case for the legend. So, the honest scorecard. World Cup titles. Argentina 3-1. The road to the final. Spain 6 straight wins to Argentina's great escapes. Goals conceded in the knockouts. Spain, a wall to Argentina's near misses. The talisman. Argentina. Messi 8 goals this tournament and 21 all-time against a teenager still writing his first chapter. The future. Spain. The opening of a dynasty against the last dance of a legend. And the defending champion. Argentina. Still until Sunday. Count them up. 3 rows each. The scoreboard of history is tied, which is the only honest answer a scorecard can give, because this one does not get settled on paper. It gets settled on the grass. So here is where it lands. If greatness is everything you have already done, the titles, the records, the one man who has been every big game to his will, then it is Argentina, and Messi walks into the sunset with a 2nd star. But if greatness is everything you are about to become, the machine, the wall, the boy once lifted by Messi who now comes to take his throne, then it is Spain, and a new era begins on Sunday night. The champions, or the future, the heart, or the machine, the last dance, or the first. History says they are tied. So we will ask you, Argentina or Spain? Drop your verdict in the comments and subscribe. Because the moment that trophy is lifted, we are breaking down exactly how the numbers called it. The biggest final in a generation kicks off Sunday. Tell us who lifts it.